apparently, for herself and her family. It comes just 1 month after she voted to deny that very same security for families of Supreme Court justices. I don't know why I'm not surprised, but I'm not. Jason Rantz has the story, though, and he joins me now. Tell me more about this, Jason.
Yeah, so a man allegedly went outside of her home, started to scream obscenities at her, wanted to set up a camp. She calls 911. Police arrive. They end up arresting this guy for malicious harassment. He's since been charged with felony stalking. Now, the Congresswoman was concerned, so she called the U.S. Capitol Police. U.S. Capitol Police ended up calling the Seattle Police Department, asking for some additional security. They didn't end up getting it from the SPD. Apparently, they got it through a third party. But they did, in fact, have for about 3 weeks this added security. Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal acknowledges it to me. She said that this happened. And it's just rather ironic. You can't say a month earlier that you're unwilling to provide added security for the Supreme Court justices' families at a time when there were people marching outside of their homes doing pretty much the same thing,
right,
which was screaming horrible things and harassing them. And by the way, an assassination plot. So it seems like this is security for me, but not for thee.
I want to get into this one. Stacey Abrams is distancing herself from the defund the police movement. That's despite her being a board member on a foundation which has repeatedly called to abolish the police. She's not fooling anyone, is she?
No, I certainly hope not. I think the good thing here is that when Democrats are really good at branding, it means they're good at branding when they attach themselves to a toxic brand, which was the defund police movement. I know that polling clearly indicates that people are concerned about crime. You were just talking about it. And folks understand that the rise in crime is directly connected to the defund movement and all of the policies around it. And so now you're starting to see not just Stacey Abrams, but obviously Joe Biden is out there trying to distance himself from the movement and pretend that this is the party that's pro-law enforcement. But again, they're very good at branding, and everyone knows exactly where it is they stand.
Do you think anyone is fooled by this? I asked you that before, but this hypocrisy, this not for me but for thee type of thing, it's just so galling, and yet they do it like no one even know they're doing it.
Well, part of the reason why they do it is, for the most part, they're able to get away with it. Yes, we will call them out on this network, but do you see this kind of coverage on some of the left-wing outlets? No, they give it a pass.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. All right, Jason Rantz, great stuff as always. Thanks for joining us for this hour.
Appreciate it.
We are almost 2 hours down. Thank you. We got lots more ahead in the show. Still ahead, Pete